Okay, we're continuing with our study of adverbs. And today we're going to be talking about degree of adverbs. This is page 130, and we're going to also be doing page 131 um, with your worksheets. So hopefully you have those ready and you can go along with me. So adverbs can be used to compare. Sometimes two things are compared. For example, this car goes faster than that truck. Remember when we were comparing before, I told you to look for this word? This is not then, this is than. This shows comparing like in math. Here we're comparing two items, a car and a truck. Faster is a form of fast, which tells how they run. So remember when we did two things, we ended in ER, and I had you remember that there are two letters in the ending ER, so we know that we're comparing two things. When two items are compared, the comparative form is used because we're comparing. There are three ways to form a comparative. Okay, this is a review for us. We've done this before. Add ER to most one-syllable words. Okay, soon becomes sooner. Place more before two or more syllable adverbs. So if it's a one-syllable adverb like soon, that is one, we're going to add ER. If this has more than two or more, so this one has recently, that has three syllables. We don't say recently-er. We say more recently. We just add the word more in front of the word recently. I really can't see that. It's kind of smushed. Here we go. Let's do three. I have to not press very hard. Some two-syllable words, though, do add ER. Here it's early. That's two syllables. We're going to change that to earlier. Now this one ends in a Y, so we have to look in front of it and see that consonant. So that means we're going to drop the Y and add I and then ER. So you just have to, some of it is to listen for what makes sense. And most of us know what sounds right and what doesn't sound right. It says you can use a dictionary to help you decide the adverb form. Here's the entry for the adverb early. Here you would look in the dictionary, it would say early, it would say that's an adverb, and then it would show you dash L-I-E-R or dash L-I-E-S-T. They're showing you how to spell the comparative forms. Comparative and superlative, actually. If more should be used, it means if we're going to use the word more like we did up here, we don't do ER. Right, so here's an example. Some verbs totally change form. All right, here we go. Well becomes better. Well, better, best. Okay, those are all some different ones. Let's go to the next page. This is page 131. Sometimes three or more things are compared. She runs fastest of the entire team. So that's hopefully more than three. So notice they used the EST. EST has three letters in it. 1, 2, 3. So it helps me remember that that's what I do for three or more. There are three ways to form the superlative. That's what we call it when it's three or more. Two or more is comparative. Three or more is superlative. It's bigger. Add EST to most one-syllable words, so hard, one syllable, becomes hardest. You're going to place most before many two or more syllable adverbs. So here we have slowly, that's two syllables. So I can say most slowly. I don't say slowlier. Use a dictionary to help you decide the adverb form. Here's the entry for the adverb early. Just like on the other page, this is the superlative form because it's the three letters, EST. That's the ending for comparing three or more things. If most should be used, no EST form will be given in the dictionary. So they're just telling you if you don't see this behind an adverb for superlative, it means that you're not using that. You have to use the word most. Some adverbs totally change form, so well can become best. So on the other page, we said when we were comparing two things, we would use well turns to better. When we're comparing three or more things, the word turns to best. Kind of, you see the ER and the ST for the EST up here at the top? That's how I kind of remember which goes with two comparisons and which goes with three. So here are some samples. Happily, can become more happily or most happily. We don't say happier or happiest. That doesn't make sense. Late becomes later. Notice we don't put two E's in here. We just drop the one E. And this becomes latest. And look at, here's the one that you have to remember the most. Well turns to better for two things and best for three things. So your job today is going to be complete page 132 in your workbook page, on your worksheets that you have at home. So finish the sentence with the correct word. So you're just going to tell me what form of the word you're going to put in this blank. Jeremy hits the ball far. However, his sister hits the ball. So we're going to change this and make it comparing these two people. So you're going to write that next word here. Should I give you an example? Okay, I will. So she hits the ball farther. Make sure you get the R in here, otherwise it sounds like you're hitting the ball farther. Okay, so you're going to finish these three other blanks. Then you're going to go to the bottom part and you're going to circle the correct answer. Now remember, I told you once before when we did this that when you're comparing two things, you're going to most often or almost always see the word than. When you see than, you know you're comparing two things and in the two letter ending ER. All right, hope this helps. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me.